everybody. Thanks for listening to the Long Shot Podcast. It is a podcast. We are so grateful to you for coming along for the ride. But Amber and I are out of town for the holidays right now. We have gone. I'm in New York right now as you're listening to this. In fact, I believe I may even be just coming off a performance at a marijuana store in New York by the time this gets released. That's, I think, what's going to be happening. And Amber, my understanding, I have not spoken with her, but my understanding is that Amber is taking a balloon safari through the Amazon rainforest. So I hope she's enjoying herself. I hope she's staying safe. And I hope you are as well. As you may already know, we decided to re-release some old episodes during this holiday time. So I got in touch with intern Alex, former intern Alex. He's no longer an intern, but he was gracious enough to recommend several episodes. Thank you so much, Alex, for all your hard work. And this particular episode is episode 633. It is called the Thanks for the Rim Job, Brother episode. And it's actually just myself, Amber, and Jamie. Jamie talks a lot about politics at work. I didn't listen to the whole episode, but I heard a lot of that stuff. And I am sort of interested to talk to Jamie and find out who each of the people he's talking about actually were. I mean, this is from a decade ago, so obviously this stuff has all resolved itself one way or another, but it was when he was first working at the Improv, and he was having some challenging times. Interestingly, this is also the episode, or one of the episodes, where we do, within the episode, we do an advertisement for TiVo, which I hope you have a TiVo by now, because they're the hottest thing. But if you listen to the commercial that we did for TiVo, you kind of go, I can't imagine that TiVo was thrilled with that. So that's interesting to me, that relic of like, oh, we're going to do commercials now. We're going to do branded content. Yeah, that didn't really work out. Anyway, please enjoy episode 633, the Thanks for the Rim Job, Brother episode.
From an undisclosed location high in the Hollywood Hills, it's time once again for the Long Shot. Tonight, meal plans, Grinch syndrome, wish dashers, and random word generators. And now, please welcome the host of the Long Shot, Sean Conroy.
Thank you so much. Good evening, and welcome to the Long Shot Podcast. I am your host. My name is Sean Conroy. That's the first time I've ever called it the Long Shot Podcast. I usually call it the Long Shot and say it is a podcast. With me today on the show,
historic.
This bothers me that's always been such a thing that we go back and forth on. You know,
what do we go back and forth on?
Is it the Long Shot or is it the Long Shot Podcast? I think it's the Long Shot. Jamie started calling it the Long Shot Podcast.
That must have been another email chain I wasn't a part of.
Right. You're left out of everything.
Anyway,
Amber Kenny is here.
Hello. Ooh.
Jamie Flam is here.
I was sassy, so I don't get a nice intro.
No intros today. I didn't have time while I was eating pizza between episodes to come up with. How was it? I put too much hot pepper on mine.
Too. It was Alex as well.
Pepper Buddies.
Pepper Buddies. This fall on ABC.
3 guys.
We have fun.
All right.
So it's Memorial Day. The start of summer. Let's start today with Jamie.
By the way, I'm wearing all white because I officially can. Is that the rule?
Well, the rule is you can't lie on the show, so that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all under oath.
Oh, right, the oath.
No perjury on the long shot. Podcast. Jamie, what's going on?
Well, I'm going to talk about my life,
Oh, good.
which is what's oath number 1. Amendment.
Just go. Just go, baby.
Okay,
Come
okay,
on.
so I fucking blah, blah, blah. You know, I talk about the work stuff, and I always
Go, baby.
hesitate.
Vince Vaughn.
Did you say baby?
You are so money. You're so money, baby. Just talk.
I love
Yeah.
What are you, Vince Vaughn? What are you, aging and overweight? Yes, I am. Thank you.
Is he aging?
We all are, baby.
Yeah, money.
it. Crazy planet keeps going around the sun, baby.
Big ball of dirt just spins and spins.
Vegas. Vegas, we're gonna meet some chicks.
The worst version of swinger.
Like, we're gonna ballroom dance, baby.
Let's go swing dancing, baby.
So money, baby.
Oh no,
Jamie, talk to us about your life. Why are you looking at your phone? What's going on?
ringing.
Who's calling you right now?
My sister,
What the fuck? It's fucking Memorial Day. What's your sister's name?
Julie.
Julie, give him a break.
Julian.
By the way, maybe that'll be my check-in. My sister is so fucking great and cool. No. Anyway, just okay. No, it'll be more of a shout out, Julie.
I didn't even respond verbally. I just was shaking my head the whole time.
but we didn't check in with each other. we both just went,
like no.
But as far
My
as
sister's so great and cool. Thanks for checking in.
You left us with a cliffhanger last
Yeah,
episode.
Jamie, tell us about work. You talk about work. Talk about it.
all right, well, that's
Talk
fine.
about it, baby.
That's more like Austin Powers.
We can do them all.
Yeah, we should. I'm the Scottish guy. Okay, never mind. Big fat Scottish
Bastard.
bastard. That's right. Yeah, work has been
That was the part you forgot?
the bastard part.
That his name was Fat Bastard?
Yes, I haven't seen it in
Jesus
years.
Christ. Go ahead.
So yeah, work. It's been the whirlwind continues.
Is it a whirlwind anymore now, or is it the set point?
It is absolutely a whirlwind.
I don't believe you. You say that, and I think that you are lying because there is no way. There's no way it should be a whirlwind at this point.
It is because constantly dealing with so many people and so many egos, so many emails and so many texts and so many constant things, and then
But I've said this to you before. You have to figure out a way to make that work for you,
I'm
not
trying.
against you.
I'm
trying, but you've been there for 2 years now.
it's a crazy fucking job. And
Can't wait till the Sean Connery and Friends weekend.
start thinking.
I'm a friend.
Well, Sean Connery and Associates,
Some people.
etc. Sean Connery, etc.
On top of everything else, this month I took it upon myself to produce this Van Jam show weekly. And it's been going
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
but this fucking doing a monthly show is crazy enough. Like to wake up the day after a show and like
Start all over again.
and not just producing it, but like promoting is the toughest thing in LA. And to be grinding
Very hard.
and being like, we have a show in less than 6 days. We have to get this on Facebook and get an email out, and then just to get on begging people. And I hate that you have to beg.
Did you say get on begging people? Is that a thing you can get on?
Yeah, get on the begging train is what I say. No caboose,
terrible
all
train.
locomotive.
It's a new social media site. Begging people. Hi, welcome to Begging People. Please come back.
By the way, I just
begging
remembered. Remember when I took the train to Santa Fe? On the way back, there was a snack cart and
A what?
A snack car. And I went and I was like, I would like to get the hummus and pita. And they're like,
No, you would not.
they were out of the hummus and pita. I was like, well, that's the only slightly healthy option. Then I'll get the bag of mixed nuts. No more bags of mixed nuts.
Not a great snack train.
No, they're out of the two things I wanted.
Folks, what's the deal with the train from Santa Fe not having the healthy snacks you want? Who's with me, huh? Oh, I'd like a little hummus and pita. Or maybe some mixed nuts. I don't want your Doritos. I don't care if they're ranch flavored. Don't want them.
Did you end up snacking on that train?
Y'all end up snacking on that train, Jamie? You know what? I did end up snacking on that train.
What'd you have?
A big old bag of cashews.
So not mixed nuts. Just...
It was something like that. It was like just an unhealthy like.
I
like,
prefer my nuts mixed. I would rather not have a particular nut over and over.
Okay, this is actually what it was. I wanted the trail mix.
Wait, could I be honest for a second? I legitimately don't understand why we're talking about this.
I don't either.
I get it.
I don't either. It's just Jamie being random and going
it's
like,
not-
"Oh, let me talk about my train back from Santa Fe that
This is
didn't
called
happen
life,
recently."
people.
Talk about work, Jamie. I want to know about what's going on with you and the people you're fighting with at work.
Everything has come into a head in the
Yes.
last week and a half.
It's a whirlwind.
It's a whirlwind, and right now,
Cut and paste.
Everything's coming to a head in what sense?
meaning confrontationally.
Give me a specific confrontation that happened.
I think I told you on the last episode or 2 episodes ago that at the
You
end,
got moved out of your office and a bunch of shit got put in there.
yes,
You were given a new.
You moved the
and you
furniture.
helped. Yes, you
I
helped.
so
move
regret
shit in.
bringing that up. Like I should just maybe not mention that part because
Might as well just wear a T-shirt that says "I am a huge pussy."
in that situation, yeah, I look back.
So
and
what
like-
happened?
So finally, I had the opportunity to stick up for myself in a situation, and I did.
What happened?
I was presented the second week in a row at the end of a show that I produced and did all this stuff. I was given a bill
Wait, we already talked about this.
in real life, but not on the podcast.
I think it was on the podcast.
It wasn't on the podcast.
No, I did the first incident. I was given a bill after one of the shows I produced. Trust me, Amber.
Okay.
And I just signed it and didn't confront the issue. It happened again a week later, like last week.
You should not be getting bills
Right.
because you work at this location.
Yes.
You definitely talked about this on the last episode.
I know. I told you about the
Matt
first time
Bessa.
it happened.
No, you talked about the second time.
Oh, and the parting shot. Yes.
Not insane.
Yeah, we talked about it 15 minutes ago, right? You're right.
Not that long ago.
So that sparked.
But what did that spark? That's what we didn't talk about.
For people who may have missed that episode,
But we also didn't talk about the result of that.
He got-
He said that happened, but he didn't say
he
what
got a
came
bill
out
he
of that.
shouldn't have.
What came out of
so
it
he
was,
confronted
on top of that, I was thrown under the bus. I've never been thrown under a bus before, but I was thrown under a
Not
bus.
fun.
This person sent an email to other superiors in other places, and
Be vaguer.
I need to be vague, and threw me under the like. Literally was like, Jamie's coming in here, and we're losing money, and he's drinking way too much, and
Whoa. Really?
yeah,
What a
This is
douchebag.
interesting.
and my boss.
Is it the person you had conflict with who threw
Yes.
you under the bus?
Yes, and you guys know
So
me.
he's taking your standing up for yourself and saying, I don't pay for my drinks here, and going, we're losing money because Jamie is drinking this bar out of house and home.
And yeah, and like basically, we've done the show 4 times now. The first 2 packed the gills. We sold a ton of tickets, more than paid for the biggest expense, which is a band. So, and the first
I
opportunity,
love that the place gets packed to the gills, by the way.
the third show
It's constantly underwater.
was the
I
first
hate
one.
vertebrates. I think they are whatever.
Blah, 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 blah.
I think fish are vertebrates. They have bones.
Sure.
So the third show was the
Mammals?
first one that
was I
we didn't pack it. It was like 120 people in a 200
Not
venue.
packed.
Not packed. It was still a great show. Great audience.
120 people is a lot of people for a show in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh my god! If you have 30 people, it's like wow.
Right.
And we've sold it out twice, and then the third one, 120. As soon as he had an opportunity to like say that I wasn't making money or whatever, he or she or it grabbed it and threw me under the bus. To which
This guy's name is Randy?
Randy, someone else.
Was there anything else in the email besides your drinking problem?
Yeah, it was a bunch of just.
Hilarious. Like, I know Jamie. Jamie
Right.
doesn't drink too much.
No,
you
he-
might
he
overindulge
has-
once in a while, but it's
Also,
not like
he
you're in
has
there
a glass
going.
of wine and he's drunk. Like you're a cheap drunk. It's
Damn.
nice.
It was just, I just couldn't believe it because you guys know me. Like, my whole thing is I'm fucking nice to everyone.
Well, and it's also funny to picture, like, to try to paint Jamie Flam as the guy who comes to the bar and, like, has a drinking problem.
Drinks way too much, yeah.
Like, no.
I have been drinking a lot. I don't think this person likes.
You're defending the guy who was attacking you.
No, but I'm saying, like, I look at it.
He's right. I do drink too much.
He's got some good.
No, I think what bothers him, and he had some, or she has some resentment towards me, because I think from the outside perspective, it's like I book a club and then I show up, and starting at 6 or 7 some nights, I'm just drinking and kind of hanging out with people and having meetings.
But you gotta rub elbows. It's part of your job.
And as I told,
I don't know. Is it
this person all the time? Like
elbows, yes.
80% of my time talking to people and being there at night, I need to have a drink or two. I don't need it, but
Whoa, yeah.
we're getting.
Thank
into
God
some
this guy is stepping in. Yeah.
by the way, I mean, I might have a problem, but but my conversations are talking to comics and explaining why I have, like, it's having 50 conversations a night explaining to comics why they're not getting booked. That's
That
miserable.
is a fucking nightmare.
It is.
So
That
don't
is a nightmare.
go there.
I
Do you have to go there?
don't have to,
Don't.
but that's
Avoid it.
but that's where my guilt and also just like the fact that I need to support the shows and show the comics I'm watching, and I don't know. I feel like this. I'm
You
putting
don't
the
have to
time in
be
now.
as available, even if you're there. Do you?
No, I'm sneak around. Like, I'm a weird ninja sometimes. I'm like, I'll see people and I'm like, go straight to the showroom or.
Hey, look over there. It's the weird ninja.
He takes songs and changes the lyrics.
No, I spend like an inordinate number of hours just avoiding people. And I don't like that. It's stressful. Anyway, things are looking up.
Come on. So what happened? So things came to a head. He threw you under the bus. Your response to that was
Wait, I have a couple
Yes.
more questions before we get to
Yeah.
that. Were you CC'd on that email, or was that email brought to your attention by your boss?
Yes.
which is the answer.
It was brought to my attention by.
So you didn't know that he sent that email until
No, no, no.
somebody
So
said
he was
to you.
doing like a cowardly thing. Like it wasn't even like, hey, everybody, including Jamie, these are some
No.
issues I
It was
have.
a pure under the bus situation.
And so what did your boss have
But
to
I don't
say
even
about
feel
it?
like that's throwing you under the bus. I feel like throwing you under the bus means him saying, I agree there's a problem, it's Jamie's fault. But this was him saying, Jamie is the problem.
So is that
Throwing you in front of the bus.
It's being
There's no bus involved.
it's
just a weird
devious.
train.
Yes.
yeah? He just had some issue with me and wants.
So what
me
did your
out.
boss have to say about it?
That's the thing is everyone else knows me and gives me the benefit of the doubt and was like almost like, all right, so we got this email. Tell us what happened. Now I feel like I shouldn't be talking like this stuff on the podcast.
But what happened? What did you tell them?
And I told him everything like about this person, and I explained the office situation because I hadn't brought anything to their attention yet. Explained the getting billed situation.
You told them there's conflict between you guys that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, and there's conflict across the board, and
Wait, across the board between you and him, or across the board between him and everybody?
Yeah.
Or you and everybody?
Stop saying
Stop
yes
saying
when
yes
we
to-
ask two
yeah,
I know
questions.
I'm so in my head right now. I'm so in my head, like.
Don't be in your head. Just talk. It's fine. No one's going to hear this. No one listens to this podcast. Go on.
And so it came to the head because after that conversation, all of a sudden it was like, okay, we need to get to the bottom of this. And
Who? Who's we? Who's saying we need to get to the bottom of this? You and him,
And-
or the people above you?
And what is
Yes.
this?
Yes, he says. God damn it.
people above, like we clearly there's a problem and we need to figure out.
Literally, there's a problem.
Ugh, this is
So the people who are superior to you, work-wise, they're not better than you.
No. We're all equal.
Yes.
and they're great people.
They said we need to get to the bottom of this.
So we've had sessions to talk things out.
How have those gone?
You
And
know,
who
as
was there? Yes.
People aboves and thems.
No. Come on, talk about it.
Yeah,
This is interesting stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to get fired.
You're not going to get fired because what you say on this podcast. Trust me, that's not going to happen.
And you're not saying anything. You're stating facts. It'd be one thing if you were like, my company's
This
bullshit
fucking
and-
asshole said
Yeah.
we had to sit down. No, you're not doing that. So what happened,
You're saying you had a meeting with people, and you're not even saying their names.
Right.
Bill?
So, in the last week,
Jamie, it's okay. Everything's fine.
this person has been put into their place somewhat.
How did that happen?
Well, people above that person said,
We need like,
Above the first person or above the people above that
can we
person?
give them nicknames or something?
it's so convoluted.
Because
There's
it's so complicated.
my job, there's different companies involved. And I have different superiors than this person's superiors, but then it's just
They
really
work
weird.
together, though.
Yeah.
I'm
It-
confused.
But
It would be nice if the people that you work for, we call them Kukla, Fran, and Ollie, and the people that this other person works for, what do we call them?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Right.
So Kukla Fan and Ollie.
Kukla, Fran, and Ollie talked to Peanut Butter and Jelly
Yeah.
about your relationship.
With bad guy.
Or girl.
Bumgardo.
Bongardo. This makes me feel better. So Bongardo was
That's
kind of...
insane. By the way.
I can't believe I remember. Kukla Fan and Ollie?
Kukla, Fran, and Ollie are your bosses. Bumgardo is the guy that's sort of at your level that you're not getting along with. And Peanut Butter and Jelly are his bosses.
I can't wait to see this cartoon.
So... Given this person's...
You don't have to say this person
I know,
anymore. We got names.
Bumgardo.
Bumgardo's... Given his personality
Right.
type,
Difficult.
alpha...
That is
Prickly.
so Bumgardo.
I don't...
The worst person for you to be in a confrontation with because you will immediately back down from somebody like that.
And he'll go for the jugular right away.
Right. He'll sense that.
Yeah. But he's definitely been spoken to. And clearly...
Bumgardo, it's Peanut Butter and Jelly. We need to talk to you.
Yes.
Stop being mean to Jamie.
We talked to Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. No, but they don't call Jamie Jamie. They call him by a nickname.
Oh, what do they call him?
Svenstein.
Svenstein? Okay.
All of your names are so complicated.
I know. I'm not a Bob and Margaret kind of guy. I'm a Svenstein and Bumgardo kind of guy. Look, Bumgardo. It's Peanut Butter and Jelly. We spoke to Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. Svenstein wants you to lay off.
I know that this isn't how it works because it's not the radio, but I wish there was a way that someone could tune in just for that.
Just be like,
What the
find me a different station.
fuck is happening?
So, Svenstein.
That's you.
All right. Svenstein not happy. So,
You've seen changes since Peanut Butter and Jelly cracked down.
Kukla... No, Bumgardo is given that to be taken down a notch, doesn't respond well to that. And
Of course not, because he's alpha. So he's going to be fucking pissed that this has happened.
but Bumgardo's trying to make an effort, which seems a little bit superficial or
Counterintuitive.
forced. And
What's he doing to make an effort? Or she? But it's a he.
Bumgardo.
sitting down and explaining that
If it was a she, it would have been Bumgarda.
Right.
that they do
It's in
support
Spanish.
the Van Jam show.
They sat down and
Svenstein
said, they sat down and said, we support this show.
Anyway, it's on a couple days ago there was a tribunal with several people.
All of a sudden, I feel like we're on Battlestar Galactica.
Well, the names aren't helping.
Well, Battlestar Galactica, there was all just numbers. It was 6, 7, and 8. But so what happened? A tribunal. So there was a military court.
Oh, is that what a tribunal was?
What did you think it was?
I don't know, just a group of people getting together and talking about stuff.
That's a
By the way,
party.
Alex is choking to death on the last piece of pizza. Serves you right for eating the last piece, you fucker.
He picked him up. Oh my god, he may die.
Go ahead, Jamie. So the tribunal convenes.
And
Heary.
it's to address the issues with that are going on as a whole between not just me, but
Bumgardo.
all the factions and that
But
are
who else besides Baumgarto and Svenstein?
Changagard.
No. You have to say specifically, and then we'll give them nicknames.
Okay. Just
The wait
basically-
staff,
not the wait staff, but like
wait
the
staff.
the
management.
bartenders,
Other people that work at a management level at that place.
with Baumgarto,
Yes.
or with. So he's having problems with everybody.
I feel like there's too many chiefs. That's the problem.
Yeah.
There's too many managers.
Yeah, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Hey, let's be racist. Why not?
I was talking about people who cook.
You were talking about chefs.
I'm
Too
bad
many
at
chefs.
spelling.
Too many chefs, not enough sous chefs.
We're silly.
Oh boy. So
So he's having issues with a lot of people.
yes, or she, yes. Baumgarda or Baumgardo.
Mm-hmm.
And
People who are at your level or above you or below you.
I'm this weird kind of rogue.
Keep
on my
ripping
own
those
level.
papers up, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
You could tell when we're talking about something that makes him uncomfortable because you didn't do that for the first show.
No, and I didn't
But-
realize. Usually I realize when I'm doing it. This is like all new to me. This scrap.
Gram it.
Right. Yes. So go on.
So at this tribunal,
And was this Kukla, Fran, and Ollie in charge of the tribunal?
no, it was peanut butter and jelly.
That's good, though. Because that means it's his bosses, not yours.
Yeah, but at this tribunal, the opportunity was given to, and a big part of what I've been fighting for is like we have a culture to protect, meaning a comedy club. We have a community. We just closed down our famous bar, which has been there for 40 years,
Right.
and so we opened this new space.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's crazy. It's like this. It's getting better, but it's like this. It's the whole vibe is not comedy club. It's more like posh Hollywood, almost dance club. Like just
Ooh.
It's white
That's-
vinyl.
That's not the right color.
It's white vinyl.
it's not right. But on top of everything else, the music is in there has been just horrendous. And like I
It's
finally,
Creed.
Jamie's always obsessed with the music.
I think I told the
like
podcast.
the
It took me almost a year to finally get them to buy an iPod that I could program to play the music that I think is right for our crowd. And then when we opened this new space, Baumgartner took the reins of
Baumgarto.
of the Pandora station, and that's where the Creed enters the mix and like the house kind of music.
Good Charlotte.
House music and Creed?
Well, it's like
Not house music. He's saying the music in the house. Not
No, I think
like,
he was saying house
no, like
music.
they were like just like there at one point there was like just dance music. Like,
But like that's an interesting mix of they don't go together, but they're both
No.
obnoxious.
so at this tribunal, when it got so basically the floor was open. Like let's all share the things that we think.
At this point, Your Honor, I would like to call on Jamie Flam.
I'm
You may know
sorry.
him in the documents as Svenstein.
Thank you.
His actual name is Jamie Flam.
So it was the Baumgartner asked. He gave the
Please refer to him by the proper appellation. His name is Baumgarto.
Baumgartner.
Baumgartner is kind of fun though.
And it was a honestly good attempt to like he's like, look, you guys are talking about this culture you want to protect. Explain that to me because he has no comedy background.
He's a restaurant guy.
yeah, a club guy really.
Club like nightclub? Like dance club?
Like Billy Club. Sorry.
Club like no girls allowed?
Yes, the Bad Boys Club.
Like the club so that your car doesn't get stolen.
Yeah, I had a retail store that it did not fare well, but only sold the club.
Get back to your story.
It's a
Stop
club-
making jokes.
Club.
So he wanted to know. He's like, share the things that you think are working and not working. And we went around this circle.
Did you have a talking stick? It feels like a talking stick situation.
There wasn't, but it was that kind of vibe. And of course, everyone aired their grievances, and it became people are very impassioned. People that have been there much longer than me.
But who are these people?
Just
Who are these people?
other people that are managers at the club.
Managers.
Yeah.
And this person's a manager as well.
Yeah,
He's the
They're
head manager, right?
maybe, but around there. And when it became my turn, like I just focused on the music, and
I'm glad you have your priorities in order.
well, I don't. Well, yeah,
Did other people hit on the other points?
I just want to make sure everybody knows that the music isn't right here.
that's not how I said it.
Jamie, can you not do characters while we're in the tribunal?
Sorry, guys.
But you just did it again.
Young Seth got the best of me.
Young Seth from the last episode.
Rediscovering his body.
Yeah.
But so I was like, the music is the first impression. We have this new space. People are already making judgments. If they walk in and the wrong music is playing and the lights are too low and all these things, we're dealing with comics here. They're the most judgmental people on the planet. And they're already making their judgments. And like, this is their first impression of this new place. That's the least control of things that we can control. We can't control the way they designed it.
Control.
So I was like, I proposed that I am in charge, and this was me. I'm not good at this, but like I proposed that I'm in charge of the music, and there was a little bit of resistance, and then finally someone else raised their hand. And was like, I agree. I think Jamie. Let's put it to a vote. Jamie is in charge of the music. We'll give him a month. If there's complaints, then we can switch it up.
Oh, that's
and everyone
awesome.
raised their
That's a
hands and like, all right,
victory.
Jamie's in charge of the music. And
Did everyone but Bumgardo?
I feel like this tribunal is not handling serious matters. Why did we call a tribunal just to vote on whether Jamie takes care of the music?
There was a lot of other things that were brought up.
Like what?
Well, the fact that like for the last week, our doormen were instructed to tell people if you just want to enter the bar, there's a 1 drink minimum. Just to walk into our bar, to hang out in our bar, there's a 1 drink minimum, which it's like taking our Achilles heel, which is that 2 drink minimum, and saying, let's shove that down people's throats. I think like the worst possible thing. Like, and the response
It
from
also
most people is like,
seems so unnecessary. People
is.
who go to a bar are gonna get a drink. It seems like a weird thing to say.
It's very aggressive.
yeah.
well, I think there are comics that hang out, especially young comics that just want to hang out, and they'll have water or just. But that's the future. That's what
By the way, water there is like $9.
I know.
Water.
Water.
But it's still people hanging out. We just want people hanging out. We want young comics that aren't drinking, like hanging out and trying to. That's what our culture is.
That's our culture.
It's important.
Tell me about this culture.
It's important to embrace the young people.
Oh boy.
It's Grandpa Comedy. Hello, Grandpa Comedy. Tell us about why you won't play Creed.
So when it finally got to Bumgardo, I thought I had it that time. I was like, all right, I finally got it. The reaction wasn't. It wasn't. Well, thank you for the feedback. Let me just. It was. I opened the floor for good things and bad. We've all only focused on a bunch of negative stuff, and that's just. He just was not happy, and it was.
That's a great technique, is to go, you
could
guys
say
aren't saying
anything.
anything positive. Why aren't you saying, because that's deflecting, and that makes you feel guilty for saying the things that were really on your mind.
That you were asked to
Yeah,
open up about. Also, though, like have you ever dealt with bosses before? Like that's what they do. They say, "Tell me anything." Open door policy.
Really, that's what you're going to say? This is my being the boss after. I'm not saying that to you.
I believed you too much.
Yeah.
I was like, "What's happening?"
Really, Amber, that's what you're going to say right now?
And then they say, I think you need to be positive. You don't have the right attitude.
Right.
They use your words against you. I've seen it a lot of times in my job.
What a crock of shit.
And so that kind of set the tone.
But there were, Kukla, Fran, and Ollie were there, right?
no just
Peanut butter and jelly. Okay. So did they say anything after he said that?
Peanut butter and jelly came to the defense of Bumgardo.
How so?
The way that peanut butter and jelly will.
Just letting everyone know about the intense amount of pressure on this person, and it was a great little speech. I enjoyed it.
Wait, you liked peanut butter and jelly speech?
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly is great. as a metaphor for a human and as a
Like
delicious
a
snack.
flow chart.
But
this
so
is your
did
first
you
time
get
with-
anything accomplished besides having all the pressure placed on you to make the music good?
No.
Because that's not the ultimate issue.
No,
The ultimate
It's a
issue is how you're
symptom.
dealing with this person. on a
I didn't
regular
mention
basis.
this, and I probably should have because I think it might get me fired. But earlier in the week, there was a one-on-one
Tete-a-tete.
tete-a-tete.
And how did that go down? First of all, how did that happen?
It was
Who
brought
hunted
upon
who down?
Peanut Butter and Jelly said, "All right, we got to get to the bottom of this."
Okay.
And so Peanut Butter and Jelly helped to
Set up a meeting.
yes,
And what happened in that meeting?
that was just one-on-one. Same thing, air your grievances, and I let it all out and said, "I don't know why you're picking on me. I don't know. I feel like you're nitpicking this show, which is the exact thing you should be embracing. I'm trying to bring our own shows to this place, and blah blah blah. And for whatever reason, it seems like you resent me, and blah blah blah." And
Did you end every point with blah blah blah?
Yeah, that's not a productive meeting. I don't know why you're picking on me and blah blah blah. I am Baumgartner. I do not respond to blah blah blah.
Me, no blah blah blah.
But Baumgartner, just there's not much else to say, but other than like, you're not seeing it right, and that's not true. And I don't know how genuine that was, but
Did he make any points that made you see things differently?
no. Like
Well,
Perfect
it's funny
communication.
because saying you're picking on me, which clearly is happening, it's so easy for the other person to just go,
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not."
doing that.
Right.
Of course I'm not. Why would I pick on you? I have no vested interest in when the exact opposite is true.
You could only bring up things that are like,
Fact.
yeah,
Yeah.
solid evidence.
So it was just like, all right, well, I mean, I don't know how to move on from that other than to hope that there's a change to this person's tune. And so the upshot of the music in that meeting was
What's the kicker?
there's a cherry on the top. Was as soon as the meeting was over, I'm walking away, and Baumgartner says, "Baumgartner,
Thank you.
Jesus Christ, Baumgartner." I'm walking past the computer which has the Pandora stations. Like, well,
And he's like, Svenstein.
Svenstein, you're up. Have at it. Program your thing. And I was like, all right.
That's such a fucking aggressive move. What a douchebag.
So I went and spent 30 minutes, programmed a bunch of stations. It played all night, compliments all around. Our bartender, who's like always been critical of music I've liked, was like, Jamie, you nailed it. Svenstein, you nailed it.
I'm
This is
picturing
great.
high fives all across the bar.
I don't think the show was very funny, but the music in the bar was fantastic.
I'll come back just for that.
It's so important. But like,
And I'm glad there's no one drink minimum in the bar.
so the next day,
Oh, boy.
another manager goes in to open the club, goes on to Pandora to
What was
Building tension.
I know to get
Say that again. Say another manager goes in.
another manager goes in
Bum, bum, bum.
to turn on the Pandora to get the bar
Oh,
ready tonight.
no. Don't
Here
tell
it
me.
comes.
Don't tell me.
Do not go in there.
Yeah. We're opening a fucking Pandora's box right now. What happened?
They can't log in. They call Baumgartner to ask, is there a different password or something? And Baumgartner said, oh, I deleted the account because Jamie said he was going to use some other program. And that was just like not true at all. And clearly this...
So you spent 30 minutes programming it, and then he deleted it after that.
yeah. And of course, I don't care about the 30 minutes I spent.
Right.
That's
But it was
easy.
just the fact that he's like
That was just like, that's like
childish.
10-year-old. Like, I couldn't believe it. We were just like, oh my God. That's just like, well, if I can't have my way. And the same thing with The Office. If I can't have my own office, I'm going to take yours away. If I can't do the music, it was just, I couldn't believe that
that's
reaction.
awful.
Especially in a time when we're trying to all figure
Have
this
you
out.
brought that up to Peanut Butter and Jelly?
No, that was 2 days ago.
What about Kukla, Fran, and Ollie?
No. I'm kind of just like, let's see how
Yes,
this plays out.
Svenstein, what is it? We're having a puppet show in here. Come in. But here's what's funny about this to me, because my experience is just as a comic going in there, is no one has ever been as nice to me at that club
As that-
guy was when I went in there the last time.
Snake oil salesman.
It was so remarkable. And then I hear all this, and I'm like, fuck that guy.
Well, it's very very car salesman-y. And he genuinely I don't know.
Oh, don't back down, Jamie.
You're right.
Don't back down.
Here's the thing: is through
He's
all
a
of
good
it,
guy.
He is not a good guy.
Then that's one of my issues. Like I always end up having too much empathy for them.
Yeah, I try to like everybody.
And I'm like, well, and I try to justify it, like, whatever. Like, I'm trying to protect. That's part of me growing up is like understanding. When you're trying to protect and build something, you got to. Some people aren't.
When you have a culture that you're trying to protect and build. Yeah. All right, Amber, what's going on with you?
I am so annoying. I'm so LA.
In what sense?
I'm on an eating plan.
Oh my God! What does that mean?
Immaculata?
No, it's like the Immaculata, but like a real business.
Do you know how many
Not a
calendars I
dumb
sold?
fantasy. It's an actual thing that exists.
Over $500 have come in on calendars alone.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. But continue.
Calendars, more like, what the fuck is this? It has no dates on it.
It's timeless.
It's a list of months.
Fun month.
No, I realized that in my checking ins or parting shots or in the main part of shows
Go
on
on.
this podcast for like a long time now, it's about me like, so I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm trying to do this, and that's awful, and I hate how normal and typical I am. Like, I get it, I'm a woman, I live in Los Angeles, I'm constantly trying to lose weight. Point of the story is I'm trying to lose weight. There's this place by my work called My Fit Foods.
MFF.
Yep. And they have a whole, like, they make fresh made
Wait.
food.
MFF is like a porn thing.
Is it?
Yes.
MILF?
What is it?
Something?
It's like a guy with two women.
Oh, male,
Male, female.
Yes.
It's not that. So My Fit Foods, they have, I'm going to sound like an infomercial for this goddamn place, and I'm sorry, I'm not sponsored by
Hi,
them.
welcome to MFF. We're not what you think we are.
They like make fresh made food and it actually tastes good and
Oh.
it's portioned, and I was going, it's right by my work, so I was going there for lunch for a while.
Tastes good. It's portioned.
I hate everything.
I just like that you said it's portioned. It's not portioned, so they just give you a tremendous amount.
Infinite amount
It's
of
up to you to decide how much
Oh,
to eat.
no. 3 pounds
always
of
do it wrong.
ravioli.
Here's 11 gallons of homemade applesauce.
Wait, but the portion.
No, we don't do portioning. You portion for yourself.
So I've been going there.
Yo, you're on your own for portions. So, okay.
You're on. That's funny. Is yo-yo a thing?
Thank you. I don't know. It is now. Yo.
T-shirt it.
YOLO. Yo. Lo show po.
We're obnoxious. So it's by my work, and I'd go there for lunch because I try to eat like healthy sometimes, not just garbage. But garbage, I find I like healthy food, but garbage food, like junk food.
Gigo. Garbage in, garbage out.
Who are you?
YOLO. You only live once.
It becomes addicting. It becomes like a dangerous cycle. Like you eat crap food and then you crave crap food.
Right.
And so it's like really hard to get out of that cycle. So this place opened and I was doubtful because it's just like refrigerators and it's like TV sized dinners in so it doesn't look appetizing.
TV-sized dinners.
It looks like TV
Not
dinner.
a big, not like a 48-inch screen.
screen.
Not a flat screen, but like a small TV-sized dinner. Like those old TVs that were just 8 inches. Yeah.
Like a radio
From the
size.
50s. Yeah. But not the whole thing,
no,
just
no.
the screen
Yes.
size. Yeah.
No, it's just these refrigerators and it has all these different meals. And I was like, that doesn't look good. And it doesn't look like it would taste good. And it doesn't look like it would fill me up. But I tried it one day.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Wow.
So I was eating it for lunch for a while. And
Like,
then
what's an example of a meal there?
my favorite is turkey pasta.
Right. What does that mean?
It's got pasta and red sauce and mushrooms and ground turkey, and it's kind of spicy.
Okay. And that's the whole meal? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gluten free.
Don't care.
Everyone's going to stab me in the face.
Yeah. Who am I? Who the fuck are you? And where is Amber?
Anyway, so I was eating these for lunch for a while, and then I started adding in, like, because I run to shows right after work.
Sure.
So I was grabbing to-go dinners, and so I was, like, eating more and more of these meals, and they have this thing called the 21-day challenge, where you eat all of their food for 21 days.
Give them a ton of money.
We're out. It's only day 7 and we're out already. You ate all of our food.
We should have portioned it.
You got 14 more days of the challenge.
And you get 5 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks.
Oh.
You can't drink any alcohol or caffeine.
Ooh.
And you have to drink tons of water.
Oh.
Anyway, I decided to finally do it because I just wanted to like
So you're doing that right now?
Yeah, I'm on day 10 or 11.
Oh, wow.
I just kind of wanted to restart. It's like a cleanse, but I still get to eat.
Yeah.
And they gave me a shit ton of vitamins, and I feel like that's really helped. I had eczema on my hand; it went away. I have a ton of energy. I
Look,
can't stop talking.
we're going to give you some vitamins. Here's a shit ton.
And it's great because I never have to think about what I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
But it's like for people who do not have a life. Like
In what sense?
I keep having friends like, you want to go to dinner? And I'm like, no.
Oh, right. So do you have to go in and pick up your food every day?
Twice a day.
You have to go in twice a day?
No, that would be awful.
But you just said that.
Okay, Amber, we're going to give you 3 meals now. Come back in an hour. We'll give you 2 more meals. And by the way, 2 of those 5 meals are snacks, but we're going to give you 2 snacks in an hour. The first 3 are just the meals.
No, I go twice a week. I pick up Mondays and Fridays.
And just keep it in your fridge?
Yeah. And they're good. I'm supposed to eat breakfast within a half an hour of waking up, which was something I wasn't doing.
Yeah.
And that's made a difference.
Well, you eat breakfast early in the day, it starts your metabolism.
Right,
and then your metabolism is burning calories all day.
That's the last guy I would
This
expect.
is the guy who
The Godfather.
works for
of
the mafia,
diets.
but he's very healthy. All I do is walk. I just walk, and I'm in tremendous shape.
like that guy.
But the first 2 days, and I guess this is so typical and so,
So typical.
but like the first 2 days were awful. Like I was just hungry the whole time.
You wanted carbohydrates. You wanted caffeine.
I felt like weak. And again, the weekdays are really easy for me to do it, but as soon as it's the weekend, like there's things happening, and I'm supposed to be eating every 4 hours, and I'm like, so I have to like go back home to get my food or like carry it around with me all
Right.
day.
Yep. There's a reason why it was a weekend at Bernie's and not weekdays.
What was that reason?
It's just more action. There's more things going on.
I like that you called him out on that. Explain the reasoning for your joke.
So I've been doing it, and I really, really, really like it.
Is it expensive?
Not too bad. It's like about in the range of $8 a meal.
Oof.
Snacks?
The snacks are less.
Snacks?
It varies.
$8 for a snack?
$8 for a snack?
But I paid.
I can get a bagel with cream cheese for less than that.
I paid for it all at once, so it kind of is nice that all the money I have in my account, like I have. Usually, I spend that all on food,
Right.
and alcohol, which
You're not drinking.
that was the big thing I wanted to bring up.
Oh, boy. Is this about Jamie's drinking problem?
Yes, I've had a lot
You're
of.
going to
clarity.
throw him under the bus?
I thought it would be tougher this weekend. Last weekend it was a little tough, but this weekend because it was
I know what you're trying to say.
it's Memorial
Labor
Day
Day.
weekend, and so I went to some like barbecues,
Sure.
and pool parties and such, and not eating or drinking. It kind of is like, well, what am I gonna do? This is gonna be boring and
Usually
not
I'm
fun.
stuffing my face and pouring alcohol down my throat.
Yeah, it might be why I have issues with weight, but yes, you can find me by the food, or yeah.
Where is the burgers? Where is the beers?
But I have found, I don't know if it's maturity, being comfortable in my skin.
This is horrifying me, but go
Don't
on.
be horrified. It's
I don't know if
Great.
it's maturity or being more comfortable in my own skin.
I've gone to multiple parties this weekend just drinking water, and I've had a good time, which in the past I've tried to do that, and I've had to like leave immediately because it was so unbearably awful.
Right.
So I don't know what's the difference.
I understand completely.
Are you? What the hell was that?
In all my immaculata-ness over the last few years, there have been the months that I've not been drinking, and I've experienced that having fun without drinking.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It makes me...
And it's invigorating. You can wake up early on the weekend and feel productive.
My skin is great.
You look good.
Well, you're certainly comfortable in it.
I noticed your eczema is gone.
But
Are you losing weight?
I am. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much. I don't really weigh myself very often, but like my clothes feel better. That's
And
what
are
I
you
care
working
about.
out at the same time as you're
I
doing
am.
this? That's good.
But the point of the story is, no, it isn't. But at the end of 21 days,
The point of the story is, in every life, days
friendship
will
is the
come and
most
go.
important thing. That at the end of the 21 days,
The scorpion always returns to its nature.
I think they do that program to get you hooked, so you just
So that you'll keep
eat
buying.
like that forever.
Yeah.
And I don't see that being a sustainable thing for me with my lifestyle. Like I like that it's
Did you just say with my lifestyle? I'm just making sure that you were just turning into Mark Twain for a second.
I love him so much
I like to be folksy once in a while.
with my
I don't see that. I don't see that continuing with my lifestyle.
But like it's retrained me with portion sizes. Like at first when I got the size of the meals,
These are all portioned.
correct.
Okay.
I got the size of the meals. I was like, there's no way that's going to fill me up. But
That
now,
portion is not the portion I usually eat.
but now it works. I'm never.
Well, if you're
hungry.
eating 5 times a day, it's much easier to eat a smaller amount, right?
But even still, when you're used to eating a gigantic amount, you are used to eating.
No, I hear you, because I was going to eat that last piece of pizza until Alex shoved it down his gullet and couldn't swallow it.
He's like in a food coma right now, too.
Yes.
Because he's
Is
not
he okay?
hovering at all. We think we figured out the
But the point
formula.
is, I think that I am gonna eat those meals sometimes when it's convenient. But now I know portion size a little bit better, and I have that in my back pocket if I ever need to do it.
You have a meal in your back pocket.
I had one in my purse, but I ate it. I always have that I could go to, and I like that because sometimes when I want to eat healthy, the hardest part is just starting.
Where is this place?
This place is in West Hollywood.
Oh.
Why
Why is that
Alex
funny,
laughing?
Alex? West Hollywood.
He's looking at
So
MFF
yeah,
on his...
I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, because I definitely need to do that. It's funny. I'm going this coming weekend. I'm going to my 25th college reunion.
Congrats.
And it's just weird to think about, like, what has happened over those 25 years. It's like,
Lots.
I got fat. All right. This feels like a good place to take a break. So we will do that. And we will be back in a moment with more stuff.
Woohoo!
Hey, guys.
What's up, y'all?
Yo, 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 yo,
this is,
brother.
that was Amber. I'm Jamie. To my left is Sean.
Hello.
We
Hello.
You sound like you're to the left.
I am to the left. To the left, to the left, to the left, right, left.
Wait, guys, let's be serious for a minute. There's something I've been wanting to talk to you about.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Jamie?
I don't know if you knew this, but before TiVo, you guys remember TiVo, our sponsor?
Yeah, it's the best.
Before they were around, watching TV was weirdly hard. You know, you could only watch one.
I'm
show at a
agreeing
time.
with you just for the sake of this promo.
You could only watch one show at one time, preordained by
Who has
some.
the time?
To
Yeah.
watch one show at one time. I don't think that's the right way to say that, but go ahead.
Remember the concept of reruns? No more.
That's rerun from What's Happening.
Oh, right. Well, if you wanted to watch What's Happening in 1978 or 1982 with What's Happening now, you had to wait for that rerun to come back on TV. If What's Happening was relevant and watchable today, you would watch it whenever you want with TiVo.
Boy, that D really had an attitude on her.
She did. Dee would say anything.
Shirley was the only one who could control her.
No filter.
And
But you don't have to worry about that now, right?
no, because if you have cable, TiVo lets you watch your shows
Look me in the face as you say this, please.
wherever you want.
Okay.
With TiVo Stream, you can watch on your iPad all over your house, and even transfer your favorite recordings and take
What
them
if I
with
don't
you.
live in a house? What if I live in an apartment?
Still works. I
That's
looked
right.
it up.
And if you
Great.
live in an airplane, you can watch it there too.
If you live in an airplane, you're a fucking idiot.
I want to live in an airplane.
No, you don't. That would be the worst.
Do you guys get your teeth done ever?
I'm sorry?
Do you ever go to the dentist's office?
I don't. That's why I have nightmares about my teeth all falling out.
Me too. Well,
You're just saying that.
but if I did, in fact, go to the dentist, I would have some peace of mind knowing that I could use TiVo and watch some of my favorite shows.
Oh, you mean while your teeth are getting cleaned, you could watch one of your favorite
Well, I think
programs?
it depends on your dentist policies. And point being, what I'm trying to say is
I'm
that
sorry, Jamie. I'm going to clean your teeth. But we have a no television watching policy here.
what I'm trying to say is that TiVo makes other DVRs look like they were designed by some Soviet committee or something. Only TiVo searches both cable.
Wait a minute. Designed by a Soviet committee? Why would you say that? The Soviet Union fell apart 25 years ago.
Exactly. It's
That's not a reference anymore.
what I'm trying to say is that only TiVo searches both cable and
Why
the
would you
web.
come up with made by Soviet committee, Jamie?
It seemed
No, it makes sense to me.
you know me, any Iron Curtain reference I can make, this guy gonna make it. It's kind of my whole thing. But I was doing some research and I found out that only TiVo searches both cable and the web to find any movie, any show, any video at the press of a button. We all know how to press a button, right?
Love it.
I know how to press a button to launch missiles at the Soviet Union.
Well, your job was made moot in 1989.
Mutually assured destruction, my friend. MAD.
You guys know about TiVo Mini?
No, what about it?
Basically, one TiVo box works on a second TV.
I like how Amber keeps looking at herself in the mirror.
Thank you.
Go on.
What I'm trying to say is from the couch to the kitchen, from the minivan to 35,000 feet, that's the airplane, or a huge high mountain. TiVo makes TV about 1,000 times better.
That's awesome.
But why are you saying what I'm trying to say? Because you just said that.
Well, make sure you check out TiVo.com and you can get it $25 off any new TiVo Premiere P4 or XL4 DVR.
If
If you use the promo code
yes.
ATC. Once again, that's promo code
I like how you spell out each of those
ATC.
letters with your body as you say that.
Thank
Amber.
you. And that code is set to expire on November 1st of this year. So what are you
So
waiting
hurry up
for?
within the next 6 months and do it.
Do it sooner than later, you dummies.
Yeah,
You
do
know
it
you
because
want
it'll
it.
make us look good. Because
And
we
also
do these
because you'll
promos.
love it. $25 off? Come on.
That's enough to buy 2 pizzas.
Yeah. It's like a few days on my meal plan.
Oh, can we not talk about your meal plan anymore?
What?
TiVo.com.
TiVo.com.
Promo code
ATC.
ATC.
All
Bye-bye.
things comedy.
We're going to get fired.
We're back. You are listening to The Long Shot. It is a podcast. Jamie is texting
I just want
someone.
to say Jamie's sister is great.
That seems like you're making fun of her.
No.
She's such a
I've
sweetheart.
never met her.
That's your checking in.
Because that was his checking
She's
in.
two beautiful
Shout
boys.
out to Julie.
How, they're not twins, right? The boys?
No. 4 and 2.
Cute.
Yeah.
The show just came to a standstill.
Sowie.
All right. we wanted to do something a little different today because we did not come up with a theme for this episode. So how is this exactly going to work?
I think Alex,
are you ready to go? You don't look ready to go at all.
you're giving us generated themes.
Alex is
Picking
going
random themes, correct?
he's going to pick some program and
This
just tell us words,
will
and then we're
be a
going to see what we
shit
got.
Yeah. Make yourself comfortable, by the way, Alex. Come on, pull up a chair to the table.
Hi, everybody.
I don't know if that's on. Is it on? Okay.
It is. You can
Yeah,
say
talk it to the mic.
Hey, everybody, it's Alex. And I am looking up online.
Talk into the mic if you're going to talk.
I'm looking up online for a random word generator.
Wait, you don't have one yet?
They're easy to find.
This is a cocky
We
move.
didn't talk about this an hour ago.
This is your big
No
chance.
reason to prepare.
This was your idea, son.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, cool. So here we are. And so I'm going to generate words right now. Heart.
I'm looking on the internet for random word generator.
The first word is heart dear, which means sincerely beloved. Like, if you have a heart dear, it's your significant other, your girlfriend, your boyfriend.
Your heart, dear?
Heart
In what
dear?
language?
Like old English.
It's a random word.
I would like you to meet my heart, dear.
I'm gonna start using it.
I think that's a word smasher.
Okay, how about this? Repayable, where someone has repaid you due to a loan or something, a favor.
First of all, heart, dear made no sense. Repayable, we all know. You don't need to explain that.
What? Okay. Bassetto.
What?
Bassetto.
This is going really well.
What's a Bassetto?
I changed it now. Hold on.
Is that the
Go
guy that created
back.
Pinocchio's creator?
We're
You guys are driving me crazy.
that's what we do.
Okay. Snore.
What happened to Bassetto?
It was a bit.
How do you spell it? Someone else.
Bassetto. It's like a bass, like a falsetto voice, like a bass voice.
A fake bass voice?
Yeah, that's what it said.
I'm speaking Bassetto.
I want you to talk like that.
I actually have a good story about Bassetto Fest 88.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Go ahead.
That was a shit show. It was the year.
Commit to the bit.
It was the year that Johnny Original was the Bassettoist of the year, and he went crazy
What'd he do?
in the Bassetto off contest, which is the
How low can you go?
it's how low can you go? God. Followed by a limbo.
It's a vocal limbo.
Let's go to repayable. Let's.
I just paid off my car.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited. That's like the biggest. Do you not go anywhere, Alex? Sean wants you to go. It's just one of those things that I know my car's a piece of shit and it's not new anymore. But at one point, those car payments and you saw the total amount, and it's just like, that's never going to happen. Just chipping away, kids. Believe in your dreams.
You
Stick
own
to
it outright now, just in time for it to basically fall apart.
Correct.
Yeah.
But still, I
But
don't
you
have...
bought it secondhand.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I don't have a car payment anymore.
It's nice.
Congrats.
I'm pretending like I still do, and I'm putting that towards my credit card payments. I'm really trying to get out of debt. Mm-hmm. This is exciting. I like talking about this.
I feel like you talked about that before, too.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about this on the show before. What about the heart dear thing? Like, do you have affectionate nicknames for people? Do you call people things?
I like calling people my love, but sometimes it gets read more meaning into it than it needs to. I just think it sounds
When
nice.
did that happen?
Well, like, I'll use...
Because I know what that means. That means you said my love to somebody and they were like, ooh, Amber loves me.
Right. Well, I'll just use examples that are available to use on this podcast because we've used them before. But like with Hoddle
Yes.
when we were first dating, before the L word was on the table,
Lesbian.
I would be like, get me a cup of coffee, my love. You know, but I also say that to Jane and I also say that to Abby. Like, I think it's a nice...
My love.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those guys didn't misunderstand.
No. Well, they did. but-
Jane did?
Yeah. I
Jane
was like, Jane,
You are in love with me?
I kind of am.
That's funny. Yeah, well, that's a weird thing, is that moment where you tell somebody you love them.
Yeah.
That's a weird, that's a big step, right?
Yeah.
I got into an argument with my
Heart dear.
significant other the other night about that.
Get into it.
Yeah.
Girlfriend. Let's
Well, I
dish.
feel weird talking about this, of course, but I used a nickname for her before we ever said that we were lesbians. I called her Akushla, which is a Gaelic word which means you are the beat of my heart.
If that isn't the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my life,
It's pretty sweet.
I want to be in
That's why
love.
I'm uncomfortable talking about it. But I called her that, and I guess she reacted at that time by telling one of her friends, I think he loves me. And I was like, and it wasn't until later than that that I said, I love you.
this is the very special episode.
I know.
I love it so much.
I didn't know we were going to get into this. This is embarrassing.
Well, it's
but
a word generator. So how did you know that she went to her friend saying
she just told me this the other night. She was like, I knew when you said that you loved me. And I was like, I don't think I knew.
you got
even
in an
though-
argument about how much and when you loved her? That is insane.
I never said I was sane.
But did she know what the word meant?
What's that?
Or did you have to
I
explain?
told her what it meant. Yeah.
Well, that's on you.
Hey, listen, Akushla. What did you say? Oh, nothing.
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 A kushla.
I just love that word.
Yeah.
You know, it's so special somehow. But to take it away from the
You.
weirdness that I'm making it right now, that moment of like, did you ever have a weird experience where you told somebody you love them? I feel like that's always such a fraught moment, right?
Well, just like
Have you ever told anybody you love them, Jamie?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
had relationships.
I don't believe you, but go on.
It's been a while, but I think it's always like first comes out in a card for me. Like it'd always be like giving like
Interesting.
an anniversary card or something like. And by the way, I love you. And I feel
So
like
you feel uncomfortable saying it out loud.
maybe just for the first time, it's a nice like icebreaker.
What's the time frame for you guys? I feel like I'm a quick draw.
I think that happens, and I think that can be an issue when somebody does it that quickly. You know,
We got to know. Chances are, if you're a normal person, you kind of know, right?
Easy, Jamie.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
don't know. I feel like it's still a big risk. It's still you're going like you're exposing yourself completely. You know, you're basically offering your throat and genitals to this person, and they can either go, okay, it's cool, or they can go, are you crazy? You know? I can remember, well, I'll tell you a couple of them. One time I was with this girl for like 2 weeks,
Too soon.
and we were on the bus on our way home from a show, and she was like, I love you. And then she immediately knew it was the wrong thing to say. And she was like, this is what she said. She goes, I love you. I love your hair.
That's rad.
That's awesome.
And I did everything I could to make her comfortable, because then I said, I love you too.
What is this, the most romantic Sean Conroy episode of all time?
But then another time, and this is terrible, this was with a girl who I was dating, but we had a fucked up, weird relationship. She had another guy that she had been dating and wasn't dating, but still was living in the same building with him. And so it was just fucked up. And there was always the possibility that she was going to go back to him.
Right.
And we ended up dating for like a year. And she said at one point, we were together, and she was like, I love you. And I just went, don't say that. That was how I reacted in that
That's
moment.
Strindbergy.
I don't know what that
Well, how
means.
else do you react if
He's a
you
playwright.
don't love them?
Sure. What's that?
Like how else would
Oh,
you
I
react?
did love her, but I just was like, this is too complicated. We can't talk about how we're in love because
It's
there's
a
too many
mess.
fucked up things going on.
I also like when you're first in a relationship and you're getting off the phone, like you could easily do the I love you on accident, just because it's like you're ending a conversation, you're that's sort of you go. It's just normal. It's like it's a rhythm.
It's not normal to say that to everybody.
Oh,
I've definitely done that.
but yeah.
So I'm on flight 754. Thank you, United Airlines. I love you. Goodbye.
But like, yeah, where you go like all right, goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow. Like where you have to stop yourself. Oh, have you done that?
I've definitely just said love ya. Like
my
like
friend.
the Amtrak.
Love
up
ya
there.
is not the same thing as I love you. It's,
No.
it's the non-committal.
I was just gonna say that my best friend Abby, when she texts me sometimes, it'll say like "love ya" with an exclamation point. I'm like scared to like really put yourself out there.
Yeah, exactly.
We've
like,
known each other
yeah,
12 years.
love you too. Like two, not, you know.
Because you are great.
See ya soon.
Later.
Wouldn't want to be ya. Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing. It's also a weird, go ahead.
I also get the people who say I love you that I don't know if I want to say it back, but it feels rude to not say it back. And I'm not talking about relationships.
What are you talking about?
I have like
The
this,
postman?
I have this friend, a guy friend.
Oh, boy.
But he's just a friend. He's clearly a friend.
You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend.
I killed that at karaoke recently. And by recently, I mean a year ago.
I understand how stand-up works.
Where he
And
like
by killed it, I mean saying it well. No, I understand how killed it works as well.
he just says that. Like when he hugs me goodbye, he's like, "I love ya," and I'm always like,
I love ya or I love you?
I think he says you. Maybe I was maybe even
Both?
uncomfortable.
He says both. He goes, I love you,
ya.
you. I love you,
I
you.
love ya, and I love you.
But I think one is so much more significant
I
than the
know.
other.
I know, but like, how am I supposed to react? Like I'm always like, you too.
You say, I love your hair.
Yeah.
Or say, don't say that.
I think he means it, but I don't think he means it in.
I say it all the time to
Yeah.
everybody.
I know.
I'm that guy. I'm sure there's some people that don't like it. But I say love you to a lot of people. Love ya. Love you.
You're filled with love.
I say love ye.
Love ye.
I love ye, heart dear.
Quickly, calleth the town crier.
By the
I
way,
doth love ye.
isn't my boss's name Kushla? Something like
No,
that?
Kukla, Fran, and Ollie.
I want to start using heart dear, so I'm going to.
Well, my mom used to call us Tiny Heart. And it was so annoying to
Sean,
me.
get out of town. You're the cutest thing.
What do you
in the
mean? In
world.
what context?
You're
Hello,
so
tiny heart.
adorable.
She would be like, can you find my keys, Tiny Heart? Yeah.
That's
My
precious.
mom called me peanut butter.
Well, that's Jamie's friend's boss,
Yeah, I
Peanut
know.
Butter and Jelly.
She just really liked peanut butter.
Yeah, we had all kinds of little slang things that she still says, like, will you put the dishes in the wish dasher? That's a thing. And tatey waddy means, are the potatoes ready?
How often are you saying that?
Well, we have potatoes every night.
Katie Waddy.
It's such a specific.
Tatey waddy in the wish dasher?
Less cute now.
Well, I do think that, yeah. My mother's retarded, by the way.
She fell off a mountain.
Was that on the show or not?
Yes.
It was, okay.
Everything was on the show. We didn't talk off the show.
Just making
But
sure.
it wasn't the show, it was last show.
No, I think the love thing is weird because I grew up in a household in which you did not say that to each other.
Really?
Yeah, it was
But
not
you
a
said
thing.
tiny heart.
She said tiny heart, and sometimes it was condescending.
Oh, because you
know?
have such a small heart and you aren't capable of love.
I do have a congenital defect, which is that my heart is very small.
She was just reading
like the-
your medical report.
Oh, it's-
I have what they call Grinch heart. It's a tiny, tiny heart. But it's just funny to me now because my parents and myself still have issues with that. Like they want to be the kind of people that say I love you, but it's so
They're just not
fucking
in the
hard for
habit
them.
of it.
Yeah.
Feels unnatural.
So, like, my dad does weird things. A couple years ago, I remember I was at the train station with my dad. He was dropping me off, take the train.
What kind of snacks did you get?
What kind of snacks?
Or available.
I had cookies. I was on a meal plan. But he said this, and to me, it sort of like encapsulated everything that's wrong emotionally with me and my family.
Wow.
He goes, well, we are strange people, but we do love you. He was by himself, by the way. There was no one with him.
The royal we.
And I just was like, who? I mean, I know he was talking about my mom.
Right.
She wasn't there. But it was like he was trying to say, I
cushioned it
love
for
you,
him.
but he
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
It
was
so
impossible, you know?
funny. My dad, for as long as I could remember, and he still does sometimes in emails and stuff. Like, I'm going to tell the opposite story right now. Has always said, I love you very much, and I always will. That's been his phrase.
That's nice. He says it out loud? Or yeah. Oh, that's great. See, that's much more emotionally healthy than we are strange people, but we do love you. Like, it was almost like he was in an argument with himself, you know? Like there was some voice in his head going,
your son.
right? There was some voice in his head going, you're fucked up. You are and he was like, we are strange people, but we do love you.
Well, at first, the we are strange people, I thought he meant him and you. But then we love you.
Conroy.
Really,
It was not about me. It was
That really
about
throws it
was
under
about
the
him
bus.
him and his wife. Yeah, he was right. He was throwing his wife under the bus. My mother, by the way. But I do think that that's significant, and that's just a weird emotional obstacle that I have not overcome, but have had to deal with my entire life. You know.
But maybe that's why you're able to stick up for yourself. And why maybe saying I love you is what's fucked me in the ass.
because everyone
Without
loves
being
me, so I
too
have to be
nice.
nice to them.
Yes.
Saying I love you doesn't mean you get to fuck somebody in the ass.
But it's at least opens the
That's what Jamie just said. Oh, Amber's leaving the table. Are you okay?
I almost had a spit take, but I saved it.
That was a weird thing, by the way, yeah. That's
so
why I get
awesome.
fucked in the ass by life.
I love you, baby. Let
Have
me
you
fuck you in
ever
the ass.
had an I love you that just like
Hung there?
hung, or did you ever have an I love you
I don't think so.
hang for anyone else? My first boyfriend
Yeah.
in high school, Tom Cruise. Oh, real name.
Sure. No, I dated Nicole Kidman for a while.
I went to prom with Tom Cruise.
I almost married Katie Holmes.
I feel like it was really early on in the relationship, and looking back on it, I was young and also just like young for my age.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want a boyfriend, and then I had one. I was like, "Gah, this
And
is
it was
terrifying."
fucking Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and I was like, he's always
This is a mission impossible.
he's always sliding into the room in his underwear.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
But I think he said like, "I love you," and I was like, "Cool," and like.
That's fucked up.
Oh, I can tell you another fucked up story about him. When I moved away for
He is a Scientologist, and he might be gay.
no, he's lovely. We've actually reconnected recently on
Oh,
Facebook.
hello.
No. He's doing great. He lives with his girlfriend forever. He's doing good. No, everyone stop being sad or weird.
MFF.
It's for the best for everybody. I'm just saying he's a nice dude. What was I saying? Oh, when I moved away for college, he came over to bring me presents, like goodbye to college.
Sure.
And what he got me was a necklace, and it was on. You don't hear lots of stories of me being a gigantic asshole, so
Get used to it, people.
you're lucky. It was on like black like thread. And it had on it a quarter that was cut into the shape of a heart. Oh. Like it was like a choker thing.
So it was a quarter heart.
I didn't think it looked good. So I was like, oh, thank you. And then I put it back in the box and put it away. And my mom immediately was like, Amber, can I talk to you for a second? And she like pulled me in the other room. She's like, you have to put it on. You have to. And I was like, oh, I didn't know.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with your mom. Sorry, Amber's mom. You don't have to put on anything you don't want to. Especially not a fucking quarter heart.
We were teenagers.
Sure.
But I didn't like it.
No.
What if you used it to like play a game of Ms. Pac-Man? The quarter. Just imagine like if you used that quarter to play a game of Ms. Pac-Man.
Can you imagine?
Everybody.
Wait, that gives me an idea. Imagine you put a quarter on like a string or something, and then you can put it in, get your game, pull it out. Get your game, pull it in, pull it out.
You're going to make $1 million.
You're going to make $1 million in 1983
Of the
when
same
people
quarter.
used to play.
I don't want to make $1 million. I just get a lot of free play.
Yeah.
But I feel like that thing of like, it was fucked up for me when that girl said "I love you" to say, "Don't say that." Mm-hmm. Like that was a cruel thing to say in that moment.
Right.
I did when I said "I love you" out loud to the person with whom I'm currently
What's going on, Jamie?
gainfully employed. Yeah.
Can we call her a name?
No.
No, a name like Bombardo.
Oh, okay, sure. What's the?
Jamie, you come up with one.
The Chancellor.
Okay, so when that's perfect. That's awesome. So when I told the Chancellor that I loved her, it was one of those moments where we were just kind of sitting there and everything was real quiet, and then I said it, and she was like, "God damn it." Which, yes, I was like, oh no, did I say something wrong, whatever. But the reason she said that was because she felt like she was about to say it, and she wanted to be the first one to say it. And I beat the Chancellor to the punch.
You guys have like a weird, competitive, loving relationship.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
That's sweet.
That's really cute. You're being really cute.
I'm like blushing now.
You are.
This is like a Valentine's Day episode.
Enough. All right. Well, Jamie, anything to add?
No.
Great. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment right after this.
Hello, this is Bob Duca, and you're listening to the Long Shot Podcast.
We're back. You're listening to The Long Shot. It is a podcast, and it is time for a segment on the show that we like to call Parting Shots.
Yes.
So let's start today with Amber.
All right. My parting shot is...
Did you know it was going to be you?
I don't know. I didn't want to talk about it because I knew you'd say 50-50. You know,
There's no winning in this game. There's no way to win. Oh, you didn't want to bring it up today? Great.
it's fun. It's fun always being wrong constantly. I just wanted to talk about my comedy dance team, Liquid Feet.
God. Go on.
A band, and everyone always is like, "What band?" I'm like, "I don't know." A band asked us to be their music video, so we shot that yesterday.
Oh, great.
It was really fun. It's just cool to have people want us, and it got to choreograph it. And
How many people are in Liquid Feet?
3.
And it's you and who?
Tamara Brown and Dave Child.
So it's an MFF.
You were planning that for 2 hours.
Yeah, because I knew you were going to talk about Liquid Feet 2 hours ago.
You just made all of the combinations of MFF.
Right.
Yeah, and it was really, really fun. We were in this abandoned warehouse, and it was this cute song that kind of is Charleston-y. And it's
a very hip band.
So hot right now.
All right, everybody, we're going to sing another song for you.
The Great Gatsby.
Away we go.
But it's just funny. I'm sure you guys have both had this experience watching film back. The disconnect between what you think it looked like and what it actually looks like.
Yeah.
It's like, this part's going to be awesome. You're like, oh, it's okay. And I'm in a leotard, which is a motivator to stay on my eating plan. I will tell you that.
I bet.
I have a lot of unflattering photos on the internet.
Right. Oh, it's the worst. What was I watching the other day? Oh, we shot a video short last week. Alex was in it, although his part ended up on the cutting room floor.
Why are you being so mean
Is that how we got the news right now?
Right now, yeah, that's how he got it.
God.
But when we did watch the playback of his stuff, I could not stop laughing because it was so fucking funny. Not for any good reasons, but it was hilarious.
God, Sean.
By the way, thanks for the stupid word.
Your stupid face was hilarious.
But yeah, it was horrible to look at myself and go, "Holy shit,
Yeah,
what
that's-
happened?" You know. So I'm going to go on the eating plan as well.
It's different sizes for men. You can
Right,
eat more
probably a
than
few
me.
more calories.
Yeah.
You know, a little more turkey pasta.
Mm-hmm. I also really like the chicken enchiladas,
Sure.
and I just had nuggets for dinner last night. They were good.
I mentioned that I have my 25-year college
Mm-hmm.
reunion, and I have to speak at it. I have to do a speech.
What do you have to speak about?
Politics. Whatever I want.
What happens after you die?
Basically, it's a TED Talk. It's about implementing the new reality as the global situation.
No, like, did they just say, "Hey, talk"?
Yes.
They don't give you at all.
They just want me to tell some jokes.
Oh, okay. They want you to do stand up.
yeah.
That's not doing a
Yeah.
talk.
But I already have planned out that, like, I don't know exactly how I'm going to phrase it, but basically 60 days of insanity does not make up for 25 years of a life not well lived.
It's true.
And it wasn't even 60 days of insanity. It was 60 days of, like, manic depression, you know? I have a lot of tags for it, basically, is what I'm saying. So Liquid Feet, check out their album. Wait, so last night, this is not my parting shot, but last night I was in the green room at UCB, and there was this guy there, and it was just him.
I know who it is.
You do? Yeah, you do. You do.
I
Yeah.
was like, right?
And he started dipping. He put tobacco in his mouth, and we started talking about dipping, and we started talking about various substances.
Drugs.
Basically, he ended up telling me that I need to do MDMA with the chancellor
You know why I will never do MDMA?
because it sounds like a bank.
And I will never say it right.
Uh-huh.
Like, you're not allowed to do a drug that you're like,
Yeah.
MB.
MBNA. I have my credit card with them.
F.
But it was funny because he was like, "Oh, you should definitely do that with the." He didn't say the chancellor,
But he meant it
right.
in his tiny heart.
And it turned out that this guy is tiny. He also had Grinch syndrome. But while we were talking, his heart grew 3 sizes that day. Yeah.
This is an adorable episode.
But he, anyway, the upshot of it was John Mayer, which I thought was hilarious. And I did not know who he was. I had to Google him when I got home.
Is MDMA dangerous?
It's very dangerous.
No.
Be careful, Jamie.
Alex
Let's all
is,
do MDMA next episode.
I don't know.
I think that would
open
be
to
great. It would make the next episode even more touchy-feely than this episode.
You were the only one touchy feely shot.
Was I really?
Yes.
Ugh,
Yeah,
what a
this is
dummy.
your breakout.
What a fucking dummy.
I love it. Do it every time.
All right, so I will go next. And here's my parting shot. I mentioned that we made this stupid short video. It's so stupid. It's really stupid. Alex is lucky that he ended up on the cutting room floor because I don't even think it's funny. It's not posted yet, but what I want to do is plug
Promoting it really well.
where people can go to see the videos that I have started making is to my YouTube channel. I have a channel on YouTube now, and it is youtube.com/The Prone Cynic. PRONECYNIC. The Prone Cynic. So go there, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll see some funny videos eventually. I'm not saying there's any there yet. There's videos there. I'm not saying they're fun.
By the time this airs, shouldn't it be up?
That's true. You're right. It
have
should be
2
up by
weeks.
then. Yeah. Because it's almost fully edited. And it's so stupid. All right.
Definitely no Alex.
Jamie, what's your parting shot?
My parting shot is...
How are you going to do this?
I was thinking about the terms of endearment, And
The movie?
I've never seen the movie.
It's good.
I've heard.
I haven't seen it either.
But in the last 10 years, I mean, obviously, some people have always used it, but the term brother as a term of endearment between dudes. Uh-huh. And especially in the last few years, like,
Bro.
more and more white dudes are saying, "What's up, brother?" And, "What's up, brother?" And I hate it.
Wait. Brother or brother?
Both.
Okay.
I hear both.
It's just like I love ya and I love you.
Right. One is much more significant.
And several years ago, I fucking hated it when people would use that term.
Why?
I don't know. It just bothered me. Like, hey, brother, it was a little broy. It was a little bit.
sounds youth pastory to me too.
There's that too. But in the last 2 years, I've used that all the time. I've decided I like it.
How did that happen? What changed?
I think I just tried it out. Thanks, brother.
It felt good.
Yeah. And it felt real good.
Felt real good.
So now I say brother a lot. And love you.
So do you
Love you, brother.
So do you look back on yourself several years ago and you're like, what a fool. I had
Yeah.
so many brothers in me that I wasn't using.
Yeah. It is good to not judge.
To rim, not judge?
To rim, not judge. Remember to rim,
Another anal
not
sex
judge.
joke.
What is rimming like?
MFF.
What is rim job? Oh, rim job is just like
What are you really asking? What is a rim job right now?
Is that just like an
Jesus
ass
Christ, Jamie.
when someone licks your butthole?
Yes.
That's a-
Sorry, folks. I know you tuned into the long shot. God.
A rim job.
Here's my parting shot. What's a rim job? Is it just when somebody licks your butthole?
Thanks for the rim job, brother.
I like that was the youth pastor saying that.
Oh man, that's great.
I think that needs to be the title of the episode. The Thanks for the Rim Job Brother episode.
Is that it?
I have to wait till the end to understand.
Well, this has been The Long Shot. And thank you guys for listening. We hope you come back. Not all episodes end with horrible rim job stories.
That was the best.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Thanks for the rim job, brother.
Sickalicious.
Gango and mango.
Let the time I watched slip by through the gate and back into your place and under the stairs where I used to sleep. And why is it I only miss you when you're not around and I'm never that hungry until you don't feed me? Now your thinking is deeper, I am on shallower ground. There's nothing to play with here, and they won't let me out. Is a chew toy, and you've ripped out all of the cotton. Everyone knows I'm a lover, but now even that has gone rotten. You lost what you're looking for, you didn't even check in the garden, but that's exactly where it's been hiding. Your eyes are still bluer than mine, but my muscles are black, and the tears came rushing out of you like they were under an attack. caffeinated touch, and the things that I've chosen not to think of very much have gotten all their hands on me. Now I'm in double Dutch, and there's something in the nothingness, but nothingness is such a something or nothing or something or nothing. So who let the time I let sneak by under the fence and over my head and back underground where it first came from?